Oh, hello there, you gorgeous lot. Welcome back to another show here on Crafters TV. It's Monday evening here in the UK. Means, of course, it's time for Monday Makers, and also it's going to be a really special one, packed full of awesome deals that are absolutely flying out the door because it is part of our Christmas members event, of course. It means that you're going to get double points across absolutely everything until the end of Sunday. We've got so many brand new launches for you, and there's an amazing list that I know so many of you can't wait to get yourself on. One lady is not up there yet though, is our Debbie. How are you, Debbie?
Hello! I was so excited, and I want to be on Sarah's nice list. Can I put my name up there, Joe?
No, Craig tried that.
Well, how do I get on there then, Joe? That's what I want to know. How do I get onto Sarah's nice list?
Well, it's very easy. It's funny you should ask because all you need to do is leave us a comment in any one of our shows. You can do that either over on Crafters TV if you're watching us on Facebook. If you're watching us over on YouTube, then it's Crafters Companion. Every time you comment, that's an entry. And what myself and Debbie will do is we will pick. Well, we won't. We're not allowed too much pressure for us, Debbie. Our social media superstar, Amy, will pick a comment at random at the end. Not only will you get a place on Sarah's coveted nice list, which is the main prize itself, I will have a rummage in my stocking and I will find either a bauble. I'll either pull a bauble out or a cracker, and on there we will have a number, and I can tell you we'll win at least £75 or dollars worth of incredible goodies. But Debbie, there is so much, isn't there, in this show? Inspire me, Debbie. What wonderful things we're going to be seeing in the next 2 hours?
Oh, Joe, we've got all sorts on the show tonight, and I'm really excited because it is, of course, our Christmas members week, and I'm just absolutely super excited about it. So what do we have on the show, Joe? Well, we've got a few things that are going to inspire you for your Christmas. So we've got our fabulous Cascading sentiments, and I love these. These are your lovely sentiments that I know a lot of people cried out for when we first launched these, that cascade down, and they're absolutely fabulous. And you can mix and match them with lots of things. I mean, this one for me is an absolutely fabulous one because it also, and this is one of my samples that I'm going to be doing today,
nice.
Joe, because it actually is not only the cascading, but we've got double-sided dies on here too. So we've got our Christmas set of double-sided dies, and lots that are going to cover in all sorts of occasions. Because to look at that, Joe, you wouldn't think that was done with a double-sided die.
No, you wouldn't.
And it absolutely is so super easy to do, and it's that technology, that patented technology that we do at Crafters Companion so well. Absolutely fabulous. And I do love them. The fact that you can create your cards instantly and then just add your pieces of, different card stock to it, Joe, I just think it's absolutely fabulous. And I know, Joe, that you love these.
I love these.
He said to me before show, I can't wait for you to see what you're going to be doing. Well, this is it, Joe. This is what we're going to be doing tonight. And I absolutely love the layering stamps. It's the first time I've ever had the chance to play with them, and I am so excited. And I know Joe is as well, because he fell in love with me. You fell in love with these, didn't you, when I showed them?
I did indeed. Yes,
absolutely. So yeah, we've got loads and loads crammed in the show tonight. So grab yourself a cuppa, come and join us, and we've also got a special guest.
Absolutely. Debbie is going to be trouble tonight as well. I've been telling her since she arrived at 5 o'clock this evening, she's in a very rambunctious mood is how I'm going to put it. Now, I mean, Debbie's in the studio with me. That is enough normally for me, but on a Monday, sometimes we are blessed to be joined by a craft ambassador, and luckily for us, this is one of those Mondays, and the lovely Catherine is with us. How are you going, Catherine?
Hello. Hi, nice to be with you. Nice to be part of the show.
So glad to have you with us as part of our Monday Makers show. Where are you joining us from?
I'm joining you from the Staffordshire Moorlands.
Oh, now that's
pretty close to Alton Towers, if that helps.
Oh, no, I love Alton Towers. I know Debbie loves Alton Towers as well. It's very beautiful around there. A bit hilly, but we're having some lovely weather. I hope it's beautiful there where you are, Catherine.
We've got everything except the sea.
Well, you can't have everything. Just grab a paddling pool and then you've got the lot, yeah. Now, Catherine, I'm going to be coming back and chatting with you a little bit later in the show, and I'm really excited for that. I know you've got some fabulous stories and some fabulous things to show us, so we'll chat with you again really shortly, if that's all right.
Look forward to it, yeah.
All right, excellent. Right, we'll be hearing from Catherine more as we go through the show. Loads of you, Pamela Kale, she says, shh, don't say anything. I'm watching on my phone at work. Pamela, naughty girl. Mary Jo saying, love watching Debbie. Diane Cup says, hello, Debbie Robinson. Welcome back. I missed you. I missed Debbie as well. Lovely to have her back in the studio with us. Right, shall we start with... The thing is with this show, Deb, we've got some beautiful things on here, but so much stuff's going to sell out. One of the things that I think definitely is going to sell out is our Cascading Word stamps and dies. My nose on the wonk here, Debbie, but never mind. What you've got in here is you've got the stamp that you can see. I tried to fix it earlier and I couldn't. You get the stamp and you get the die in here. And then what you also get is the ability to create your own sentiment as well. So you've got Joya, you've also got the first, the angels did say. So you've got that one in there with Noel. With Mary here, you're also going to get Little Christmas and Bright, Christmas to all and to all a good night. Christmas, have yourself and eat, drink and be. So each one of these, you're going to be able to create your own sentiments. You've got Christmas there as well. Then what you've got is you'll also get Jolly, Snowman, and Joy. Now the price is amazing on these. You're saving £28.94, $36.70 as you're saving in the US. That platinum price is off the chart. However, easy to see why half the stock has already gone there on that. The other thing that I need to tell you about, again, very, very busy on this. I know we previewed it last night in our Christmas event preview, and it was exceptionally busy. It is those double-sided dies that Debbie has just spoken about. Now, these are excellent because they are an Edgeable, double-sided, so it means it's going to give you double the amount of detail. So this one here is the one with the gorgeous snowflake detailing on there that you've got. You've also got the Christmas lights on there too. This one here is that awesome Bethlehem skyline. I love how someone's used this one. Who is this that's done this here? Oh, there's no name on the back. Oh, it's Cara, the lovely Cara, dashing through the snow. I love she's done that as like a little peekaboo one there. She's a very clever egg, that one, isn't she? Then we've also got this one here. Now these are your delightful decorations with your ornaments or your baubles on there. And you've also going to receive the trees in here too. So 6 different designs in there for you. It's a half price deal again. Don't forget double points off across absolutely everything, and someone will be winning that prize and going up onto Sarah's nice list. There is also, of course, a Monday mega deal, and this week it is the magnetic stamping platform. You're also going to get a pack of the white stamping card totally free of charge, which is awesome. Half of this one has gone though. I don't know how much of this we have left, and I do not think it is enough to last the show. So if you want to grab it, you can. Platinum price there, £20 or $24. But I believe we're going to jump straight in and get inspired with our Debbie.
Yep, absolutely, because these are fabulous. And I am going to be using the Hero tool with it as well, because everything that I've got on as well, apart from the double-sided, we've got stamps on, so this is going to be one of your go-to tools. And if you've ever watched any of the shows, you'll know Debbie loves hers, Jan swears by hers. We love our stamping platform. But what I'm going to be doing, first of all, is showing you how fabulous these cascading sentiments are. They are incredible. And it does mean that you can add these sentiments to any project, whether it be home decor, whether it be placemats, whether it be gift boxes, whether it be card making, whether it be in your scrapbooking, you can use them for any kind of occasion, and I love them, Joe. And this one shows you how easy this can work with other items. Now, this little snowman character was a snowman from many a moon ago.
He was indeed.
He was, yeah, and I absolutely love him. But look how fantastic that cascading one works with it as well.
He's got some snowballs on there ready to throw as well.
He has got some snowballs already. Yeah, can you imagine doing his balls up with oh God, I know what I meant. The snowballs with the faux snow. That's the word I was looking for. Oh God, how many minutes are we in? 9 minutes.
9 minutes. 9 minutes.
But I know what I meant, Joe. I know what I meant. Yeah, but you know what I mean? Adding that faux snow that's been
I know what you mean,
over.
yes. I know, it was just a very
digging.
poorly timed pause, Debbie, was all it was.
Right, going back to the other word, merry. I mean, again, this is absolutely fabulous. And the lovely thing about these is that they've got lots of sentiments on there that you can use too. Now, I love that one because that's a bottle tag, gift tag. And I absolutely think that is absolutely fabulous. And again, lots of your other makes that you're going to be able to add these into the cutest little penguin. But they are fabulous to use and they're really easy to use as well, Joe. So every single one of these will come to you like this, and I'm just going to show you. You've got your Cascading sentiment stamp. You have your Cascading, and I say Cascading, it's your matching die. You're not having to have to fussy cut it out. You've got a die that does it. And then this, for me, is the bit that you can actually customise to what you want it to say. So, we wish you a Merry Christmas. Christmas never ends. The magic of Christmas. Christmas from our home to yours. Love that one. And then, of course, what Christmas isn't right without the merry? Because you've got to have a merry in front of it.
Oh,
Merry
absolutely.
Christmas. So these are really, really lovely and simple to use, Joe. So I've got...
Debbie, you've got Merry and Christmas. And nothing stopped you using both Merry and Christmas in the die form,
Exactly.
is there?
Do you know, when I was thinking about this earlier, I was thinking, I wish I'd have put both together because I think that would have looked absolutely fabulous. However, I am just going to show you, let's just show you this. This is the Hero tool, our stamping platform. You've got the magnetic base. So when we say magnetic base, it's got the base with your inches and your centimetres on, but it's got your magnets in here with your CC logo on, and that is going to hold that down into place so that nothing's moving around. So when you come to stamping and you've got your little legs that fit inside each one of those crevices, absolutely fabulous, and it means you're going to get precision stamping every single time. Now the technique I'm going to be doing is a bit of heat embossing.
Nice,
so,
I love a bit of heat embossing.
I love a bit of heat embossing too, Joe. Now this one is the Christmas. You can see I've already been using my Chinese red because I am going to be using our opaque pigment ink, and I'm using some clear embossing powder as well, and you'll find all of these on our website. But the lovely thing about this stamping platform, not only is it a great big one, 8x8 is the biggest one we do, and I just love it, Joe, but for that reason, it means you're going to be able to cram loads onto there if you want to, or little. It's entirely up to you.
I don't think we do a stamp that doesn't fit on there, do we? I'm trying to think about the biggest ones, those remember that sort of Harlequin one we did, but they're 8x8, aren't they, inside, so they'd go on there.
Yeah, and that's why we brought out the stamping platform, so we could bring out bigger stamps as well, but it's going to work just as well on your smaller ones too. Now, I'm making sure I've got a good coverage of my Chinese red pigment ink pad. Pigment ink pad, longer to dry, so it means that you can add things like, it's like a sticky ink basically, but it means that you can add things like your clear embossing powder.
I guess it means that you don't need to have all the different colour embossing powders. It's easier to have the inks, isn't it, than all the different coloured embossing powders. And
the beautiful thing about this, especially for me, I suffer sometimes with dexterity. I have my carpal tunnel and I struggle sometimes. So for me, this is easy. So I've just pressed that down, Joe, but I've deliberately done it like that because I've missed bits. Thinking, doesn't quite say what I want it to say. So it does mean that if you miss it, for whatever reason, you can go back in. And that's what I love about this stamping platform. So if you have missed it, not to worry. And if you want to as well, Joe, what I also love about it is I want to add a little bit more. So I'm going to add more ink on. And then I'm going to just go back down, and it does mean that I know I'm not going to miss any areas too with the ink. So you place it back into the crevices again, and then simply go back down onto the top of it and push that down. And then when we bring that out, nice and covered. So what I'm just going to do is remove my magnets, lift off my sentiment. I'm going to bring in a spare piece of card, and then I'm going to pop this down because I'm going to scatter it now with some clear embossing powder.
Beautiful.
And I do love this technique. I'm not going to lie.
It's so cool, this technique.
It's such a fabulous
I know, this was a
technique.
technique that got a lot of people into crafting, wasn't it? Loads of people say that it was heat embossing got started. Debbie Fisher, I know, the first thing she ever tried. I think our Jan said it was one of the reasons she started crafting as well.
Yep.
Loads of people desperate to get up on Sarah's nice list. Loads of people saying hello. Michelle Crawford's in. I can see Emily in Colorado. Janet in Atlanta. Deborah's in California, Mary in Wisconsin, Dawn in New Mexico, the lovely Joy is in New York as well. Susie T says, I can already see, oh boy, Joe is going to get our Debbie going today. I have no idea what you mean. They always say it's my fault, Debbie. It's not my fault. I just happened to be here at the time.
Hey, I've been cooped up down in Peterborough in the most, oh gosh, the hottest.
It's been warm, Debbie,
oh,
is it?
just a bit. And you know, I already suffer with being warm. I'm red hot all the time. course I'm red all the time. Certain lady of a certain age as well. So I struggle with the heat when it gets anything past 20 degrees. I struggle with it. 32 degrees registered down there. Honestly,
it was
super
28
hot.
here on Saturday, 29, 28.
Wow,
So warm.
that's amazing for up here, can I just say?
Yeah, it is.
Now, what you're going to do then, Joe, is you can place that over. Now, there's no right or wrong way with this, because if you don't feel comfortable in doing that over and then running it through your die cutting machine, you could actually die cut first and then stamp into it.
Oh, awesome.
So there's a couple of ways you can actually do it. But honestly, Joe, it's just, I just love these dies, and I love the style. The font is really clear.
It is.
To say it's a cascading
But quite
sentiment.
traditional as well, isn't it?
Yeah, and I just think it's, you know, it's absolutely fabulous for that reason. And a lot of people were saying to us, can we have some, you know, some sentiments that go down? And we were all like, yeah, course you can, we'll get them for you.
You know
and that's
what I love
exactly
as well,
what we
Debbie?
did.
They're going to be great for tags.
Oh, well.
Perfect size.
Actually, they are exactly that perfect size for that reason, Joe. Now, I'm just going to run that through my die cutting machine. And then, like I said, Joe, all you'll need to do is... and do you know what else? They'll go through all your small machines.
Yeah,
So
perfect.
not just your large machines, they will go through your smaller machines as well. And again, anything from your MIDI to your Gemini Go upwards. And if you have got your bigger ones, do you know what you can do? You could actually put loads on in one go, get them all die cut, all your
Perfect.
Christmas sentiments done and dusted, stick them in a box somewhere, and then when you want to add that sentiment, honestly, you're good to go. And for me, that's the best thing about it. Now I'm just going to give it a little tap. Let me just take that out of there for a second. Put me low tack tape. Let me grab me...
Georgianne saying,
tool.
can't wait to see what Debbie's going to create today. Michelle saying everything looks like they are going to be fun. We're always fun, aren't we, Debbie?
Of course.
Mary says, love watching Debbie. Mary, not different Mary, got all the Marys are in today. Looking forward to the demos of the double-sided dies. And Val saying, hi, Joe and Debbie, really looking forward to all of these demos.
Oh, bless you. Thank you very much. Right, it's all die cut out, so now you can see you've got your lovely Christmas sentiment, and it's ready to go on to something. Now, I've already pre-stamped myself a little background scene here, and I'm just popped on, and I chose the Merry for this part, and from our home to yours, because of course you can customize this to say what you want it to say. Now there's lots of new stamps. You had a great idea earlier when we were talking about these, about the new stamps that came out that Sarah launched them.
The scene builders from today.
where you've got all those gorgeous
The woodland
scenes.
scene one, yeah.
Pop a scene behind the back and then use that. Instead of using it in the way that it's been intended, take those stamps and put a stamp there and then add a little sentiment on. And I just think that for me is a really great idea. Now, I'm trying to find my chunky glue. Joe, give me a second. What did I do with it?
Craig
2 seconds.
Craig had
I
a
have
right,
lost my
Craig had a
chunky
right
glue.
drama with the chunky glue the other day.
He had a what?
All of them had dried up. He ended up cutting the packaging open to get into
Oh,
it.
but
Bless
do
him.
you know that's because of the temperature? Can I
It
just
is,
say though,
'cause it's so
joking
warm,
aside,
isn't it?
it's so warm, yeah. So keep it stored somewhere cool, and you won't have that problem. But if you do ever get a little bit of a blockage, you just need to grab your poker tool and poke it out.
I just can't with you today, Debbie. I just can't, honestly. Do you know what it is, Debbie? I feel like we haven't worked together in such a long time. I'm just not quite used to all the Debbieisms. I love it, Debbie. Please don't ever change. Kelly says, I love these projects. Watching at work. Lots of people watching at work today. Tammy's loving the Christmas event as well. And Clarissa says, beautiful Christmas word stamp and die collection.
Right, I've steamed up a little bit. I need to just give me a second. I've gone a little bit warm, Joe. Just need to wipe my glasses
All
down.
right, you just take a second. You wipe yourself
Thank
down.
you.
Mary Pat says, Debbie, I've already said on this show because you're very inspirational. Joe, you are not helping my willpower. These cards are beautiful, says Mary. Pamela says, oh, I do love that snowman. Sue ordered this set on Saturday, so she's really looking forward to receiving them. Lynn says, I love the stamping platform. It makes life so much easier. Ross saying how much they love watching us two together. Apparently we're very entertaining and Debbie makes beautiful things. I mean, what more could you want, Debbie?
It's a good job I can craft. Do you know, sometimes I do wonder about myself. I know what I meant and it sounded perfectly normal to me in my head before it came out of my mouth. Seriously, Joe. Now, I've used some of our gorgeous, if you're wondering where I've got this beautiful red from.
It's stunning, isn't it?
I adore this. This is that luxury red and, do you know where you get the matte mirror, the shiny
yes,
mirror?
the glitter.
And the glitter. This is from that pack and I absolutely love it. And I think it just matches this absolutely perfectly. So I'm just going to pop that onto the top and then I've added myself a little, wait a minute.
A bell.
Thank you. A little jingle bell, that's it. That's
Jingle
the word I'm
bells.
looking for. A little jingle bell. Has Sarah released something yet? Has she released a certain, you know, because that's where I got this little bell.
No.
Oh, right, okay, right. I'll say no more.
Maybe Wednesday.
Oh, right. Well, all I'm going to say is tune in Wednesday, and you'll be able to get your little twinkly, jingly, what are they called? Bells. Thank you. Your jingly bells. Oh yes, so tune in Wednesday because oh my days, honest to God, I cannot wait for that particular launch. Right, so I'm just going to pop that onto there and then literally,
Nice.
and you see how it's all coming together, the red in the background, the Chinese red here,
Beautiful,
the
isn't it?
background little piece that I've done and matching
Very
those customers.
classy, this card.
For me.
I mean,
Thank you very much.
for anyone, Debbie, it's a very classy card.
So I've just added my little bell onto my ribbon and literally all I'm going to do, Joe, is I'm just going to stick it around the the outside onto the inside, and again it just marries that all up nicely. So I'm just going to bring in a little bit of tape just onto the top, a little bit of tape onto the bottom. And then I want that to move freely because I want it to shake a little bit and move freely. So I'm not going to stick that particular part down. But I'm just going to do is just, oh, come on, don't let me down now. Let me just move you across there. There we go.
Debbie, we're meant to be together 3 nights in a row this week.
No, I know have you noticed they've put me on it late at night?
Well, I just
don't think
know
they
if
trust
after
me.
tonight, I don't know if suddenly in the morning they'll be like, oh, schedule change. Ben's here Tuesday, Wednesday now.
Oh dear. Is it all the team that
It's
was...
us 4, yes. We've got Lord Adam
Yay.
back in the chair for the next few days. Georgina's here as well, next door in the gallery. Tracy's out the back as well. So yeah, it's amazing. And it's quite nice. So this week I've got Craig first, Sarah second, and then you at the other end, Debbie. It's going to be gorgeous.
I love it. I tell you what I do love though, Joe. I love these sentiments. I mean, come on. You
Gorgeous.
can make simple, quick, easy Christmas cards. And if you do love making things but have not quite got the right sentiment that's going to fit your project, this is a must-have. Let me tell you, they're going to work with any kind of your Christmas crafty makes. So honestly, grab yourself a bargain while they are at that fabulous price for all of them, and you can customise what you want to say. And like Joe said as well, using the Merry and the Christmas together, that'd look really nice. If I'd have thought about it, Joe, I'd have done me Merry and then me Christmas and used them like that, because that would look sensational as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So many options when it comes to using these. They should be £8 each. So, I mean, Platinum members aren't even paying for 2 of these, and you're going to receive all 6, which is brilliant. So what you're going to receive in here, then let me just recap these for you. So you've got Christmas in here, and then each one has the sentiments that go with it. So I'll read some of the other ones out. You've got Noel in here. You've got Merry, which says Little Christmas and Bright, Have Yourself a, Eat, Drink and Be. And then the other 3 you're going to get in here, you're going to receive Jolly. You're also going to get Snow and Joy as well. £19, $23. Remember, double points across absolutely everything as part of our Club Inspire Christmas members event. Don't forget as well, all you need to do is comment. One of you lucky winners, one lucky crafter or viewer out there will get their name on Sarah's nice list and win an awesome prize as well. At least £75 or dollars worth of crafty goodies. Right, we're going to go back and have a chat with the lovely Catherine, who's over in Staffordshire. Catherine, how long have you been crafting for, and what was it that sort of got you started?
I suppose I've been crafting since I was a little girl, but more recently I've been crafting more because I've been really poorly. and I wanted to give back. I also wanted something to keep me busy. So crafting filled the gaps. Picked up on a lot of things I used to do when I was younger, and other people have found out that I'm doing these things and keep giving me more and more crafting bits and bobs to use.
Awesome. So a little birdie tells me that you do a lot of crafting for charity, is that right?
I do for breast cancer now, because that was why I was poorly. I had breast cancer.
Yeah, and I heard that you've raised an astonishing amount of money.
It's currently £46,700.
Oh
Goodness.
my word!
Wow.
You must have crafted your hands down to stumps. That is a serious amount of cash. How much time do you spend crafting?
All my spare time, but I have to admit, not all of that was crafting. The very first thing I did was fill a mini with bras, and we got people to guess how many bras were in the mini. Time to guess.
That is funny. I love that. Now, I know as well, we've got some pictures on standby because you've been doing a lot of making, haven't you? Since COVID and the pandemic, you've been making lots of bits and bobs. I've got some pictures of some rather fabulous looking masks here. What were these for?
That was because of lockdown. I started making masks as soon as Mr. Johnson said that we were going to have to wear them. It was funny, we put it on Facebook, and my daughter and I were sort of saying goodbye to people at the door. You have to bear with us or go away because we can't keep up. We made £8,500 worth of masks.
Oh my word, that's amazing. So where did you get like the fabric and stuff from? Was it donated or was it...
Again, it was largely donated, Joe, and I had got some left from, as I say, I've always done crafting. I made a patchwork quilt when I started it when I was 16. I finished it when I was 32. But
wow.
Yeah, I'd got all the fabrics for the patchwork quilt.
That's amazing. I've also got some pictures here of some awesome looking bag charms as well. Where did you get the idea for these? They look incredible.
That was my old music room chandelier.
Wowzers, you made those out of an old chandelier?
Yeah, I couldn't bear to see it go in the bin.
You sound like the queen of upcycling, Catherine, I must say.
My husband would agree with you. I don't throw anything away.
Well, I tell you what, if you're going to make beautiful things like that out of it, throw nothing away. I would absolutely agree. And I've also got some pictures of some cute little hedgehogs here. Are they books?
There were books, yes, once upon a time. Yes, I recycle books. I dare say you've got pictures of can ring pulls as well, have you?
I can see them there. Debbie's very excited by these hedgehogs.
I got really excited because I realised book folding. I love those.
Yes,
and I love a bit of book folding. So those are absolutely beautiful, Catherine. Absolutely gorgeous.
My friend and I are working on a gnome at the moment because obviously, as you've found with your products, the gnomes are the in thing. So we're working on a gnome at the moment.
Wow.
Oh my word, that's amazing, Catherine. It really is so glad to see some of the things that you get to make. Catherine, I'm going to drop in on you again really shortly if that's okay. I know Debbie's got some more crafting.
Carry on colouring.
Are you crafting away there as well as you're watching?
I'm colouring, yeah. I like making the pop-up boxes as Christmas cards. So
nice.
I'm colouring Santas and...
Oh, amazing. Well, we'll have a little look at some of the things that you've been working on really shortly. Don't go anywhere, Catherine. I can't wait to chat some more with you. Loads of you saying hello to Catherine as well. Suzette says, hi, Catherine. That is fantastic. Keep up the great job raising money for a great cause. Kathy Richards says, wow, Catherine, amazing. Shawpack saying, awesome recycling. Those are treasures. So nice when you're going to make, if you're able to make something out of something that would ordinarily, Debbie, just, you know, end up getting tossed out. It's so great to turn it into something incredible. And what an amazing lady, raised so much money for charity there as well. A lot of love for Debbie's last card there. Susan loved it. Shannon's letting me know that she got her hands on the word dies earlier in the launch show. Can't wait for my deliveries to come. Right, I know we're going to next go and have a little look at the double-sided dies, which are these ones just over here. Now let me share these with you because double-sided, I think some people sometimes some people think maybe get a bit scared by double-sided, but it just means you get double the detail by doing half the amount of work, essentially. So what you're going to get in here is you're going to get the snowflake, which I think is awesome. The string of lights here. Now this is amazing. This was I think this and the trees were the most popular when we launched these last year. You've also got in here as well that Bethlehem skyline, which is awesome. I love this sample that's been created here by Cara, which is dashing through the snow, and she's done that in a little aperture there as well. It looks like someone peeking out of the window to see Santa and his sleigh. You're also going to receive in here this one. Let me get this the right way around. There we are. These are your delightful decorations, and you've got your trees in here. Trio of trees, this one's called. You're going to get all of them for that price. It's less than half price, which is incredible. You get all 6 sets in there, which is just awesome. Platinum members, of course, you're getting extra savings, and everyone's getting double points. Make sure you keep chatting away with me as well and commenting, because everyone that comments, that is an entry to get yourself onto Sarah's nice list, and I will be having a rummage in my stocking before the end of this show for a cracker or a bauble, and we're going to give loads more awesome goodies away, which I can't wait for. Debbie, double-sided dies, a lot of people I think maybe were slightly apprehensive maybe, or because it's a different way of crafting, isn't it? Sometimes people maybe think that it's not for them, but I think they're awesome, and what a great chance to give them a go for the first time.
Absolutely, and again, don't be put off, don't be scared, they're so easy to use. The only thing that you're going to need, if you haven't already got, are your special super tough, and I mean really tough, special plates that work with double-sided technology. And the reason being is you need to protect your plates, because we're not cutting through one side of things, we're cutting through 2 in one pass of your machine. So they're really, really easy. And once you get your head around that concept, honestly, you're going to love them. All the team here, when we first heard about double-sided technology, were like, head scratching. Why has no one thought of this before, especially when we first started using them? And I'm being one of them, because I was one of those that were a bit sceptical. How did they work? Are they going to work? Oh, fell in love in an instant when I first had a play with them, and you will too. And what a great opportunity at that fabulous price that you can see tonight, with all of those gorgeous Christmas designs. And another thing, Joe, Christmas cards can take up a lot of time.
Absolutely.
Not with these, they're not. These bad boys are going to make Christmas crafting really, really easy, and they're just absolutely fabulous to use. So, what is a double-sided die? If you've never heard of it before, it literally is a die cut on one piece of metal on 2 sides. I mean, that concept in itself still blows my mind every single time.
I love how chuffed Debbie is.
I always get really giddy, because I just think, wow, how does that work? Well, it's very simple. And the lovely thing about these is it creates edges as well. So you can create edgeables, you can create scenes. So there's a mixture in that bag there for you. And they just are fabulous. So I've taken some white stamping cards on the show. You can easily check that out. And I've just given a couple of little score lines on either end, because I wanted to mark in the centre of my card. And I'm going to decide, this one here is the bit that I know cuts into cardstock. This is the piece that cuts a nice extra strip. Now I'm lining it up because it is an edgeable, and I'll just bring this in. It is an edgeable, so I'm lining it up onto my 2 score lines, and I am going to use a little bit of low tack tape, Joe, to hold it down, because there's areas on this die that I know won't, in fact, to be fair, even if it cuts through your low tack tape, it's not really going to make any difference.
No, you're right.
You just grab your poker tool and get that little bit off there. But that is the first part of it down, and then I'm going to choose a colour to go on the other side as well. So I've got some of, do you know the black cardstock that we had with the sticky back?
The black, oh, the matte black self-adhesive cardstock.
Yeah, that's what I've used on this. So I'm going to pop that over the top, and I'm just going to hold it into place so nothing moves when I do my die cut. Now, those plates that I talked about, literally, you're going to sandwich this into your project, and it is that simple. And then the other 2 plates that you need are your 2 clear cutting plates from your Gemini. Now I'm going to pop that on. Let's just make sure I've got that into place. There we go. And I'm going to pop that on the bottom, and then that one on the top, and that's it. That's as simple as it is. Bob's your uncle. That is a saying, isn't it?
It is.
Bob's your uncle. I was just looking at Joe then. That is a saying, isn't it? Bob's your uncle. I ain't just made that up, have I?
No, you haven't.
That you literally just pop that combination together, and it's so
what
easy.
does Craig say is Bob's your auntie, which is
Bob's your what?
Bob's your auntie, that's what he says, which is not the right way round.
Now what you've got, Bob's your auntie, trust Craig. Now I've got a little bit of my low tack tape just stuck on there, so I'm going to rub that off in a second. However, this is a good one, because did I say about sometimes you might need to tweak it? I forgot I've got that adhesive. It's not normal black cardstock, it's black cardstock with a sticky adhesive, and just by looking at that I've just seen that I need to add, and I've got it down here, my metal shim, and this is the only other shim that you may need to add to your double-sided technology. So we're still talking about those two plates, but I'm gonna sandwich that into those two green plates and pop that in, and I'm just going to run it across again. Now if I'd have used normal black cardstock, Joe, that wouldn't have made any difference. You would have just done it with that normal plate combination, but I forgot I've got that extra coating, so sometimes you have to think I need an extra shim, and that's when your metal shim will come into effect, and that's the only plate you would add into there. So I'm going to pop that on and take this piece off first, and we'll start poking that out in a second,
only
Joe.
if you're going to use self-adhesive. If that was a regular piece of matte black cardstock, you'd have been fine without the shim.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
I mean, I could run that through again and show you, but I'm quite happy with that, and I've got this piece already cut, and I can see it's already cut. And when I lift it out, Joe, let me just bring it out so you can see, because it is adhesive. I completely forgot. It's my own silly fault. And again, I'm just going to poke all those little extra pieces. And literally, I love it.
So detailed, isn't it?
It is super detailed. Sorry, I'm doing it on the other side. I do apologise, Adam. Let me just poke all these pieces out.
Lots of people chatting away. Crafty Becky saying how cute these dies are. Rebecca says these double-sided dies are all lovely and very different. They are. They were one of our biggest Christmas launches last year, actually. Great to get them back for you on a half-price deal. Carol Wright says, I love these double-sided dies. And Shirley says, love Crafters TV as I learn a lot when watching the wonderful demo. So thank you. You're more than welcome, Shirley. It's exactly what we're here for, Debbie, isn't it?
Exactly what we're here for. And also, if things do go, you know, if there's things that you want to ask questions about, if things that haven't worked for you, you want to ask away, more than welcome to. That's what we're here for. Education is the key all the time. That's what Sarah wanted when she first started this Crafters TV. It's all about that education.
And also, if you ask a question tonight, that's an entry to get into.
Oh, of course it is.
So
yeah.
Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion. If you're watching on YouTube and you want to ask a question, you can ask a question. You can let us know how you're doing. You can let us know what you've had for your tea. It doesn't matter. Every time you post a comment, that's an entry to win those goodies and get a special place on the coveted nice list.
Love it, love it. Now then, I have got, and if I just hold that across there, you can see now I've got my lovely sided here. In fact, let me just shove something dark underneath it so you can see it a little bit better, Joe. Let me just pop that there. There you go. Now look how gorgeous that looks.
Beautiful.
And I've also got my little baubles ready to stick on. But I am going to bring in, let me just go, because I just need to clear this area, Joe.
No worries.
Because I forgot
Whilst you just
this
have
is
a little
adhesive.
bit of a,
so I'm just going to clear all this up.
Down, I want to give you the details, if I may, of the double-sided plates. Because if you're going for the double-sided dies, you don't yet own these, you will need them. This is for the original Gemini. If you want the larger plate, you can go for these. They are in stock right now and got a cheeky 20% saving, which I think is brilliant. $15.99, $19.69. Or if you want to go for the smaller ones will go through the large Gemini as well, of course, on their side. $10.39 or $13.56. You need these in order to use your double-sided dies because they're those extra strong carbon plates. So you have your die, sandwiched in your cardstock, sandwiched in these plates, sandwiched then in your regular cutting plates, and that is your that's your regular plate sandwich. Don't forget about what's happening tomorrow. Always a big day tomorrow. Debbie's been very jealous. She's had her mitts on Sarah's demonstrations for tomorrow, and she was cooing and oohing and ahhing and making all sorts of noises before the show. If you want to get your first look at that brand new launch tomorrow, then Wake Up Call with Craig and I is where you need to make sure you are at. Midday in the UK, 7 a.m. East Coast time, 4 a.m. West Coasters, and we will be looking at some brand new technology that will then be launching later in the day at 3 p.m. UK time, 10 a.m. East Coast, 7 a.m. for your West Coasters out there with myself and Sarah. They are gorgeous, Debbie, aren't they?
Absolutely beautiful, and I did get a little bit jealous. Just a little bit jealous, because she said to me, can you take some pictures of all my demos? Because I'm telling you, she's got tons of demos lined up for you. And I got so excited when I saw them. I'm like, She's pulled rank again, hasn't she, little devil? I don't blame her though, because they're absolutely fabulous. Now, what is fabulous, going back to this, is these gorgeous dies. Now, I've got myself, I've used pink this time, the purple one that we've got, and I've just put some white stamping card, because I just want to highlight, without having to do any colouring or any paper piecing, but I just wanted to highlight my little lights at the bottom. Can you see there? Just by giving that little twinkle. Absolutely gorgeous. So I'm just going to stick that onto my centre part, and then I'm going to pop. What have I done with my glue, Joe? What have I done with my glue? Oh, it's there. It's hiding away from me. Let's pop this on, and then I am going to just let's pop that under there. Make sure this one sticks my lovely lights upwards.
Nice, Debbie. This is a great technique.
It's, do you know, it's like a little bit of a cheat, Joe. So I'm not having to colour them in or anything like that. So I'm shoving it right up to the top, and it gives me the space there as well. Not only to cover it up, it just looks absolutely fabulous when you do it like that. Now, I'm going to bring back in my little string of lights, and we're going to just marry them up, because they just simply match over the top. And you can see they've been designed to simply just fit over the top of that said first design, and I'm just going to take my time making sure I've got them positioned right.
And the great thing is with this, that in one pass it's giving you double the detail,
yeah,
isn't it, Debbie? So
absolutely.
It really does make all the difference.
It makes a massive difference, it really does. And I'm just going to line that last one up and get that into the right place. There we go. So let's just move that across, Joe. And then I've got them all ready, and you can see that lovely effect. But it's missing something, Joe, and can I just say, I've also repeated, so I took another piece of card, because I'm going to make this into a little stepper card. So I took another piece of cardstock and simply scored it, because this is what's going to happen now, and I can put this through again when you run it through your double-sided die. I'm going to put that through again, and it creates that other piece. But it also created me another piece. I'm just going to bring it in for a second. There we go. Another one, so that I can pop that on the top. And again, this is just going to add that detail at the bottom, but I've got another little strip of the pink, which just makes, I mean, honestly, Joe, that pink just adds a detail. And you could use this with any, because that bit now, let me just bring that out again, you've got your Edgeable, and that bit is going to stick underneath the inside of my card to create my own stepper card. And that goes just like that, fits underneath. So I'm just going to grab my tape pen, Joe. I'm going to pop my tape just onto the bottom lip. I'm going to tuck it underneath. Let's pop that underneath. Let's pop that one. Just marry that up nicely. And I'm going to do exactly the same on that bottom part. I'm just going to add that little strip of pink underneath, and it just, and again, it just matches up lovely. Don't know why that's moved. I'll put that back on in a minute, Joe. But very easy to do. And again, I think I'll use my dotty tape pen this time, because I've got a little bit of an intricacy part to it. Although, oh, it's there. It's hiding away. Let's pop that underneath.
Pam Hopkins says, I think these dies are extremely necessary. I think they are, especially at this price. Yeah. They really are. Renee is saying, I so enjoy the demonstrations. It really gives me new ideas all the time. We've also, Anita says, why does self-adhesive need the extra metal shim, Debbie? Good question.
Because it's got a coating, so it's got your black matte cardstock, which is 300 GSM. Then you've got a glue, and then you've got a backing on as well, a backing sheet.
Yeah.
So it's like a carriage sheet, and it means it's a little bit, it gives it, it's a bit thicker than a standard piece. Now, it's very warm in this building, and for some reason, it doesn't want to stick down. So I'm going to keep trying until I've got that down there. There we go, that's better. Let me give it a good
burnish?
Burnish, thank you, burnish. That's the word I'm looking for. And I'm literally just going to put that into place in each one.
I see, I'm fluent in Debbie.
You are fluid, yes, that's that, you see. You've worked with me long enough now, Joe.
Your hair, may I say, Debbie, is looking fabulous.
Oh.
It's so shiny.
Do you think so?
Yeah, it's looking gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. Well, it's had a little bit of a colour since we last saw each other. And I bought myself a new hairdryer, treated myself to some new tongs, as you do.
Well,
and it gives it a nice little salon finish. It does every time. Treat myself, as you do. Now, that is my stepper card done, but it's still missing something, Joe. It's missing something in the centre.
Oh, I wonder what.
So I am going to bring in, and I used some, I found some in my stash, my little,
baubles, ornaments?
Baubles?
Baubles?
Baubles, yeah, baubles. Baubles, that's the word. Ornaments.
Yes.
They're ornaments to our lovely
They are.
American friends, aren't they?
Sometimes
Yes.
called decorations.
Decorations. Shiny, wait a minute, no. Shiny baubles. Shiny baubles, yeah, shiny baubles. Shaped like circular. Oh, it's getting worse now, I'm stopping. Right, stay there. Baubles, that's what they are. Christmas baubles. And I found them in my crafty stash. Because guess what I've started, Joe?
Oh, have you? Hang
started.
on. Has it started?
It started.
Operation
Craft Room
Amazing.
has started. It's officially started. It'll probably take me 2 weeks that I've got off to finish it, but it has started, Joe, and I'm so excited. But it does mean that I've been finding things, hence the baubles that match this gorgeous set of double-sided dies. But it's still missing something, Joe. It's still missing something. Do you know what it's missing?
A sentiment.
Nice.
Oh, you've got the Mary.
Yeah, one of my cascading centres.
Nice.
Told you. These going to come in handy for lots of things.
You've got a bit of like an ombre of colour on there.
I have indeed. Shall I show you how I did it?
Yes, please.
Let me show you how I did it. Let me just find my pin first because I don't want my glue to dry up.
Did I see you've got a new glue holder? A very stylish one, Debbie, at that.
Can I tell you? Do you remember our lovely Sam that came up?
Yeah.
And I was admiring her Gloria. And she made me one. Look, I pimped up Gloria with my name on. With my name on, with all the decorations. So yes, she was inspired by Debbie's idea, and she's pimped it all up with alcohol inks and lovely glittery, because I love sparkle. She's just like her. But yeah, so it's got me little Gloria, and I'm so happy because I love her.
Love it.
Let me show you. Let me bring in me stamping. Can I bring back in my stamping platform?
Of course you can. Well, it's very busy on this as your Monday Mega Deal. Sorry, I will give you a reminder of this in a few minutes. The details will pop up in a second at the bottom of your screen there. You get a big pack of white stamping card for free when you go for it today, so an awesome deal on that, Debbie.
That is a perfect deal, Joe. It's absolutely perfect. It really is. And what a great time to get hold of a stamping platform with white stamping card. Now, I'm going to bring in my Mary. So let's bring in our Mary. I'm going to create a little ombre effect with this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first of all pop this down, and I always do this whenever I just place my stamping wherever I'm going to have it onto my cardstock. But I'm going to do an ombre effect. So I've got some quick dry inks. So I've got some of my favourites: Oasis, Parakeet, oh luscious,
nice,
and Lagoon. And literally all I'm going to do is start at the top, and I'm going to work my way down. So I'm going to go a little bit of the Oasis, then I'm going to do a bit of the Parakeet. And the lovely thing about these ink pads is that oval shape where you can touch in that detail, so you can go in a little bit, you know what I mean by that,
nice,
Joe? You can get into that little detail. And I'll do the same with me Lagoon. So I'm going to go in with the Lagoon. There we go. And so now I've created a little bit of an ombre effect. And you could do this with those little finger dabbers that we have. Don't know if we've got them back in stock, so I'd have to ask producer Georgina to have a look. But you can do this with your applicators as well. But I just prefer to get stuck in with my little oval part of my ink pad. Nice. And then literally pop that down, and it creates that lovely ombre effect.
Nice,
I mean, how effective does that look? And that's using the quick dry inks, which means, of course, no smudging. I absolutely love using those. So I'm just going to put my ink pads on because one of them is new. And I say new, it's a brand new ink pad. It's as juicy as anything. And I'm getting it absolutely everywhere. So my fingers are covered in ink already, but who cares, Joe? And then again, you just take your die, place that over the top, run it through your machine, and you get your beautiful Mary. And again, like I said to you, if you make loads up, you know my little black adhesives going everywhere today. When you make loads up, stick them in a box, and then when you come to making things like this, you simply then, and I'll just use my chunky glue again, so 3D Clar glue, sorry, for anybody who's thinking, what on earth is chunky glue? I often think, do you know, if they go on website...
We all know it as chunky glue now, Debbie.
The thing is, I worry that people are going to search chunky glue and they're going to draw a blank.
Maybe we need to have a word, with Mike in Ecom. If you search for chunky glue, it suggests this glue on our website.
Does it really?
Georgina's just searched chunky glue on the website, and this is what it suggests this.
Oh my days.
That's you, Debbie, that's done that.
That's my fault. That's my fault. But I just love it because it's that thick, gloopy glue that is absolutely amazing. Oh, I've got a floppy. Wait a minute. I apologise. I'm just going to apologise now. It flopped over. There you go. I've got my lovely stepper card. I'm hanging on because we've got fans in here. Can I just explain? We've got fans that are blowing a gale because it is really warm in here.
It's very warm all over the UK,
so
isn't it?
warm. Yeah, so it just fell over with the but how gorgeous do those double-sided dies and the cascading dies all work together?
Yeah,
I mean,
great
come
point.
On, absolutely fantastic.
Really great point how
You
they all
need 'em.
work so well together, Debbie. Indeed. I've missed you so much, Debbie, can I say? I really have, honestly. Normally I'm the instigator of the giggles normally, but not when Debbie's here. I'm the one that's trying to keep us right. What you're going to get in here, remember then, is the snowflakes. Now these are incredible value. It's a half price deal for you. So you're going to get the snowflakes in here. You're also going to get the string of lights. You've got the Bethlehem scene, which is this one just here. I absolutely love this one here, which is your dashing through the snow. It's a beautiful project, that one there. Next up, you've got this one here, which is the ornaments. These are your delightful decorations. And last but by no means least, you've got the trio of trees in here as well. Really fantastic. You get all of them for that price, $30, $40 or $40 for Platinum members. Remember that you're going to get double points across everything, and all you need to do is leave me a comment, and you're going to go into, of course, the draw to see if you can get up on Sarah's nice list. I'd love a cup of tea, please, Tracy. Yes, thank you. Tracy, she was just lingering on the edge of the studio. I was just thinking she just wants to know if I want a tea, and I thought I couldn't possibly, I thought I was going to miss out on a tea there for a second, so I just had to pause a minute. I am sorry for breaking the fourth wall. Right, let me share with you that Monday. Honestly, this company, foundations of this company are built on good cups of tea, Debbie. They are. It's what keeps us all going. I want to share with you the Monday mega deal. Now, this is it. At this price, $24.99 or $29.99, we sell these by the truckload. What we've done though is made it a really special offer for the Monday mega deal, and we are going to give you a pack of the white stamping card. 60 sheets of this should be called white everything card because you can stamp with it, you can die cut it, you can emboss it, and it takes ink beautifully too. 70% though of the deal where you get the free white stamping card has gone. So when it goes, when it actually goes, I believe this is the last of the stock actually of the 8x8 magnetic stamping platform. So if you've been thinking about it, I think you might get it in a couple of weeks. I would definitely grab it now whilst we have it in stock because it is about to go out of stock. Right, loads of you still chatting away. KBIR CFC says, far too many good deals in this show today. Patricia's saying, Debbie, we'd love to see your craft room. The place where you create and the magic happens. Not until she's sorted it, she keeps telling me. She hasn't even shown me a craft room, so you've got no chance, Fred, but fingers crossed we'll get to see it soon. Crafty Becky says, chunky glue is the best. Susan says, this is what's so good about Crafted Companion. The demos are so good and help me use the products in the ways I wouldn't think of. Never have thought about doing that ombre directly on the stamp, so thank you for that. Emily says, Debbie, your card is beautiful and so are you. Oh, that's lovely. Susan says, the cards we can make with this set is outstanding. Donna's asking if she can see the Bethlehem scene again. Absolutely, Donna. I'll show you that again there. That's the Bethlehem scene one, just there. So that's your double-sided Bethlehem scene die. And Mary K. Knoll saying the cards are so beautiful. Right, there's lots of you with very, very full baskets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an opportunity to check out your baskets. Whilst you do that, here's how you can shop and also all the fantastic details of Club Inspire.
Hi, I'm Sarah from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can get the best deals and shop while you watch during our shows. The best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. So head over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV Home, where you can see all of our shows, plus exclusive offers, and even shop while you watch. Now, if you want to get involved and comment along, you can head on over to our community pages. Come say hello, ask us some questions and chat along live with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even airplay our shows direct onto your big screen or stream us live through YouTube. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day. Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
All the details there on how you can shop. And also Club Inspire, we're having a very, very busy Monday Makers show this Monday evening. And no surprise, we are of course in the midst of our Club Inspire members Christmas event, a launch for you every single day. It runs right the way up until the end of Sunday. Don't forget. So absolutely loads for you to shop for and some knock it out the park launches. Now, this deal here is a half price deal for you next. And I know you guys love layering stamps, and there are none more beautiful than these Christmas ones that we've got for you available in the show. Not only do you get the layering stamps, you also get the dies. These, Debbie, are my pick of the show. I think they're a stonking great deal. You've got not any old baubles, beautiful baubles in here. Then you've got your festive foliage as well. And don't forget, you're getting all of these amazing stamps in here and sentiments that you can use with these, or you can use separately from this as well. Then we've got this one here, which is your wreath, which is gorgeous. I love you've got your little dangling decorations there as well. This one here is your garland. I think this is awesome, that beautiful decorative garland. And then you've got all the joys of the season there as well. This one here is your festive flurry, a wonderful little plaque, great for popping a sentiment into the centre of. This one here, this might be my favourite one of this particular collection. It is the reason for the season. Craig did one of these in Wake Up Call this morning. It looks absolutely awesome. And then we can decorate the tree as well, Debbie, which is fantastic. 41.60 or 55.20 for Platinum members. So do make sure you grab these on that half price deal. Lots of you chatting away with me. Nancy says the magnetic platforms are fantastic. If you don't have one, get it. It's worth every penny. Bernie, loving all of the demos as well. And just saying how great that platform is for holding stencils down. That's a really great way of using it, actually. Layering stamps then, Debbie, with dies. And look at the platinum price on this, £41.60. Awesome deal, isn't it?
I think it's probably one of the best deals of the show, and I know you love them, Joe, because I showed you everything that I was going to do in the show. Which one's your favourite? That's what I'm going to ask you.
I think it's probably the reason for the season, which is, I do like that one. This one here.
It's because that it depicts Christmas for me. That literally is traditional Christmas, and that is absolutely beautiful. I need to go and watch back the show that Craig did, because I bet that were absolutely stunning, because he does keep things so beautifully simplistic sometimes, and I bet it looks absolutely amazing. Can I tell you what one of my favourites is?
Yes, please.
I love the baubles and the ornaments. I do. I absolutely love them. They're just fantastic, and lots of different shapes. You've got the beautiful, now what would you call that shape, Joe? A bell?
Yeah,
bell shape, yes, a bell shape. Then you've got your lovely circular one, and the lovely thing about this is you've got extra embellishments. So you've got sentiments on here, you've got snowflakes on here, you've got all these extras. I mean, this is jam-packed full, and then you don't have to die cut anything, or fussy cut, sorry, you don't have to fussy cut anything, because you've got all dies to die cut with.
Dies. How
absolutely awesome. Amazing. So I'll probably show you one of them, how to use them, and then because they are really, really easy. So you've got two for each one. And you can see it's almost like a negative and positive.
Yeah.
That's the best way to describe it. It means they layer up. It means you don't have to do any colouring. So let me grab my, now what did you do with your inks, Debbie? What did you do with your inks, girl? Oh, they're here. There we go. Let me bring them back in. Because I have start again. I have chosen some pinks, some purples, and some blues as well. And I'm going to use quick dry too with these, Joe. Now, each one of the stamps are layered with numbers. So you've got 1 and 2. Now, it's not actually on the stamp itself. So if I just pull this off for a second, and I'll use this lovely bell one. I love it. I just think they're absolutely gorgeous. And can I tell you, your hero tool will be definitely your hero tool when you use these.
It's flying out. It's not going to be a hero tool for much longer at this rate, Debbie.
I didn't think it would do, but you've got your crosshair in the middle of your grid of your stamping platform. It's also underneath as well, but it helps with things like layering stamps, and it makes things a lot easier than you having to try and remember where it is. You simply just place it into the same place every time. So I'm going to use my crosshair as the to line it up, because this is the extra bit of stamp that helps you do that.
Nice.
Now I know Fiona sometimes she usually puts a little pencil dot on and then uses that method. I know that Jan does pretty similar to what I do, because we craft very similar, me and Jan.
You're like two peas in a pod, you and Jan, aren't
like
you?
two peas. I tell you, sometimes it was uncanny what we used to do in store. We used to create things. I've like making samples for store, and we used to create nearly exactly the same thing.
Really?
Honestly, yeah. Seriously, we used to do that. So yes, all you need to do is remember where you're putting your number 1 stamp, and then we'll come to do the second one. We'll do that. But I'm going to use. I think I might use. Yeah, I'll use the pale fig first. So let's go in with the pale fig. And I'm going to pop that all over the stamp. Again, nice coverage. Lovely thing about your hero tool though, Joe, is if you miss an area, do not fret, because you can go back in and stamp up until you're happy with the image that you want. So that is your first layer. I think I am going to put a little bit more down on there, Joe, just for a second. Let's pop that on. There we go. And let's go back in, because that's the beauty of this tool, and the reason why you secure your cardstock down with your magnets. It makes life so much easy when you are stamping, and like that lovely lady said, worth every penny. It certainly is, and especially when you have got all that white cardstock in too. I just think it's absolutely fabulous. Now I am going to just wipe down, let me grab a piece of tissue. I'm going to wipe down my stamp, doing a bit of housekeeping.
Is that how you do it at home, Debbie?
I have a cloth at home.
Right.
Not like Jan's dirty cloth, can I just say. that rag has seen better days. But
It's an old pillowcase, isn't it?
yes, it is. It's an old pillowcase. She's very, very...
Frugal.
No, she's very ingenious with her ideas.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were going to say frugal.
No, she's ingenious with her ideas. She does, she thinks of the simplest things, but instead of throwing the old pillowcase away, she thought, no, that'd be perfect for me.
Well, that is
crafting.
frugal, isn't it?
Well, is that what you would call it, Joe? I just
Frugal,
think
I think, is
sensible.
quite a nice complimentary term.
A frugal. Yes, it is.
Because if you're not being nice, you'd say tight. But that's not what I said. I said frugal.
No, I would not say that of our Jan. I would
No.
not say. She's the most generous person.
She is indeed.
Yeah. Now, when we're taking this one off, because it's all nice and clean now, Joe, so let me just move that back over. And let me just give you another little bit of housekeeping tips. Just get it straight back onto your carrier sheet. You could, if you wanted, use like a Sharpie. And just put a permanent marker on to mark it on your stamp. However, I prefer not to. I prefer to keep it clean and just keep it on the carrier sheet. But can you see, I use my crosshair. I'm going to use it as again. And this, if you've got it in the right place, will mean that when you come to use your second colour, and I'll go in with a darker one this time, this is your more detailed stamp, your negative and your positive. And when you marry them up, you simply pop that down. And let me just make sure in fact, I'm just going to have a little peek over, Joe, just to make sure I'm right there. But when you lift that off, you have that perfect design.
Nice.
And then you have, even more so, the perfect die to fit over to the top And then when you literally, and I have made one because I don't want to be die cutting all the
in
time.
true TV style.
And do you know what else I've done? I've given it a bit of a twinkle. Look how it twinkles. And you're going to repeat that. Should we do it again? Should we do one more?
Yeah,
let's do one more. And I'm just going to turn my cardstock around. Just move that over there. And I'll get another piece. Let's just move that to one side. So I'm going to pop on my magnets again. I'm popping that one on there. Let's have a look. Which one shall we do this time? Let me give me a little stamp a clean and my platform a clean. And again, it's just taking off the excess. To be honest though, Joe, sometimes when I'm at home, I don't really clean my stamps.
You leave them mucky?
I do. Yeah, because we were, in fact, it was both me and Jan, we had a little tuition with a certain stamping lady who told us that not clean because you got better crisp images when you did.
Oh.
Yeah, so I was... When we were taught things, we all learn stuff and things like that, but yeah, we're taught not to clean it. Now, 1 and 2, so we'll do this one. We'll go with the oval looking bauble shape. So, I'm going to pop that down, and again, turned it back over. Going to use my crosshair again. Let's just go in the same place, because it seemed to work perfect on the last one. Let's just make sure it's not going to crisscross. That's perfect. Pink. We'll do pink. So we're pink tulip and fuchsia for this one.
Oh,
so
nice.
I'm going to go in with...
I love a bit of fuchsia.
I'm just checking my ink pad, make sure it's nice. Yeah, that looks... I have clear... Wait a minute. Have I got... Hang on a minute. Just checking.
What's wrong?
I thought I got it wrong way around. You know where I'm going to end up with a splodge? So I just thought, let me just double check. I thought I was going to end up with a splodgy design.
You don't
I have
wanna...
to check. I have to, yeah, just double check. So it doesn't matter if I've got inky fingers. I've done it with plenty of times, producer Georgina. I've once done it live on air. Oh, it looked a complete mess. I'm not going to lie, like this blob all over me. Yeah, me cardstock. But it happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us. So I'm just going to clean that one. So that was my number 1. Remembering where I've placed it, we'll go in with number 2. So again, and you've got this lovely spare bit of, this spare bit of rubber, not a rubber, is it acrylic? Acrylic? Photopolymer, yes, thank you, Joe. That spare piece has been left for a reason, because it helps you guide where you want to layer up with. Honestly, Leanne and that team of hers, I mean, they work like little troopers.
They do.
But don't we think of all the things that make things easy for us? And again, I'm just going to go back in. I'm going to make sure I'm all lined up. I think that looks about right, Joe. Let me just check. And then go back down. There we go.
I mean, you could just lay the stamp over it, but it'd be harder to line it up like that than it would be to use it in the same place on the platform, wouldn't
Exactly. And then you've got your die to fit over the top. That's then going to die cut it out to create, and again I've titivated mine up by putting some little sparkly bits in.
Beautiful.
So that is as simple as it comes when it comes to the layering stamps, and it is all about just remembering where you are placing it when you start stamping. But the hero tool is honestly, hero's not a word.
It's not going to be around
big
for
enough
long,
word
Debbie.
for it. It's absolutely fabulous. It's something that's made my stamping a lot easier to do, because I have the magnets to hold my cardstock into place, go back in if I've missed an area, which I just think is absolutely fabulous. Now, I've got myself 3 of my Christmas ornaments all lined up. That one was used Oasis and Parakeet again. And I've just, like I said, popped a little bit of gems in each one of those. And what I've brought in here is, I've made myself a little bit of an easel card, Joe. So I've used, don't laugh, but I used a plate.
A what?
I didn't have a big enough die.
So you use a side plate?
So I used like a saucer.
And drew around it.
Sometimes you have to think of these things, but yeah, I didn't have a big enough nesting die for this, so I used a little bit of a.
Did you hear what Adam
saying?
just said?
What are they saying?
How did you fit it through the Gemini? You shouldn't put it through the Gemini,
Well,
Adam. Drew around it and then cut it out.
I've cut it out with my scissors, Adam. What do you think I am?
Imagine putting it through the Gemini. It'd be like a Greek wedding round at Debbie's. Smashing plates everywhere.
Could you imagine? Sometimes though, I mean, I am going to have a word with Leanne and the team. We need bigger nesting dies. We need bigger nesting. I want to go big. Big
Have you
nesting
seen
dies.
Well, Craig put an idea forward, didn't he, for some new nesting, sort of along the same style as nesting dyes. Have you heard about them?
No.
They're here.
What?
They're like matte and layering dyes.
Are you allowed to say this?
Oh, well, he said
allowed?
he said it the other day, so it's Craig's fault, not mine.
Oh, well, we'll blame Craig.
But whereas, nesting dyes go down in sort of, half centimetre increments, these are like much finer, so you can cut mats and layers with them. I know.
Oh, Craig, a boy after my own heart.
Absolutely.
Because we do think along the same lines when it comes to matting and layering. And
all
we have
different
the
shapes as well.
Oh! Are you allowed to say this?
Probably not.
Oh my goodness, is anybody watching? Is it still warm outside? Might get away with it. Mind you, if Craig said it, it's all right, isn't it?
Well, we can just blame Craig, it's fine.
That's it, we're blaming Craig. Right, so I have made myself a little bit of a easel. Now, do you know, to create my little stepper for my easel, do you know the snowflakes that come on that design? I just used the matching inks and created myself a little background there. So I'm just going to lift that up. That's going to create my little stopper to stop my easel from flopping over. That's the word I'm looking for.
Excellent.
And then we're going to pop on, and I don't know if you can tell, but I've already stamped, and I'll just show you if I bring it in. It's got that lovely decoration part there, and I've just stamped that with some quick dry ink as well over the top of my pattern paper. And then all I'm going to do, Joe, is I'm going to stick my baubles on. Let me get me little shaped baubles. We'll go middle-sized. We'll go literally, let me just pop my little tapes up there. I'll go just up to the top, and then we'll have one just down.
Did you tell, if you did say it, I did miss it, Debbie, so I apologise. Did you tell me where the background came from?
This background?
Yes.
This is an old Christmas one that we did on one of Sarah's launches.
Right.
I'm going to be totally honest. I did say that I've been finding things in my craft room that I forgot that I got. And this is one of those, and I know it was from a Sarah signature collection, but I just can't remember what it was called.
How long has it been since you had your hands on this sort of thing in your craft room? Like, when you're finding stuff, are you finding stuff from, like, the 1800s, or, like the time of the Titanic?
Cheeky devil, I don't think I am.
I mean, how much stuff was in there is what I'm trying to get a grasp of.
Oh, well, far too much, and can I just tell you, I've only, scratched the surface. Because it's got a little bit out of hand. I have taken a before picture though, so I promise you.
But you're not going to share it with us until you've got
Not until I've
after.
completed it, because when I've completed it, then I'm going to feel better, because you're going to see the mucky end, and then you're going to see the clean end, and then I'm going to feel all right.
Don't want to see the mucky end before we've seen the clean end.
No, I know exactly. So honestly, because it's honestly got to be the biggest job I've ever done to date, and that's why I need 2 weeks off, is all I'm going to say, because honestly, seriously, I just think, why did I start this? And do you know what's made it worse? It's upstairs. I'm transferring from downstairs to upstairs, so I'm getting all my steps in now. Let me just tell you as well. Right, there we go.
Is that foiled, that cardstock, or is it where the light's catching?
It's foiled. Yeah, it's a foiled cardstock.
Debbie, I didn't realise it was foiled.
Yeah,
Shut
but
the
just
front door.
you think of all the gorgeous cardstocks that we've brought out quite recently. You're going to be able to use that with these. Bet that layering stamp and die that cuts out makes life so much easier. I mean, how gorgeous does that look? Absolutely beautiful.
Really
and again, really easy, and no colouring in, Joe. That's what I love about it. No
I
colouring
guess that's the thing. So for speed, when a lot of us have to make a lot of projects at Christmas, these are really going to help you do that. Let me take you back through everything you're getting in here. Remember, you're getting the stamps and the dies to cut these out, and sentiments within each collection as well. So you've got your decorative tree. You've then got the reason for the season. This one here is festive flurry. Then you've got your decorative garland there. This one is your beautiful baubles, as you've just seen Debbie using. Then you've got your festive foliage and also the festive wreath in there as well. Make sure you grab them. £52, $69 becomes $41.60 or $55.20. Only about 45 minutes away from getting another name up on Sarah's nice list as well. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Lots of you chatting away with us at the moment. Evelyn says, Debbie, you are just so much fun. You really are a lot of fun. Shirley Nugent says, Debbie and Joe, you do make us laugh. What a clever design, says Sarah. Lisa really loved the colour choices there. Cindy said, Joe, old school. She cut it out by hand. I know. Donna saying, CTV makes my work day go by fast. A lot of people watching us on the sneak at work at the moment, Debbie. You know, we're gonna be in trouble. Pamela says those colours look lovely against that paper, and Bernie saying as well, Debbie, that card is outstanding. Right, very busy for those. Lean loving those as well. Let's go back and let's cross back over to Catherine, who is in Staffordshire, because so many lovely comments coming in after we spoke to you, Catherine, about all that fabulous charity work that you've been doing. Now, I know you craft for charities, which is such a wonderful thing. Do you craft for yourself as well? Do you craft for family members and stuff like that?
Yeah, sorry, yes, I do. Yes, I'm currently making it's work in progress.
Okay.
Pop-up box for my daughter's 8th wedding anniversary.
Nice.
The theme of the day was lighthouses, so the card will have 8 lighthouses on it and some mermaids for my granddaughter's little granddaughter.
Awesome.
She loves mermaids and things.
Excellent.
Hello?
That looks beautiful. Sorry, we couldn't quite see it there, Catherine. You just hold it up a little bit higher for us. Ah, there we go. That's better. Oh, we can see it there. Absolutely stunning. Really lovely. Such a good concept, aren't they, those pop-up boxes?
I've got them for new babies as well.
Oh, excellent. Love that. Love your colour choices there.
Little girl one. Oh.
Cute. You really do love these boxes. They're awesome.
And Jean-Pierre the Hedgehog has come to say hello.
Oh, there's another hedgehog.
Oh,
And Jean-Pierre with his beret.
I love that. I do love that.
I love the glasses. The glasses are so hilarious that he's wearing there. They really, really are. What would you say, of all the things that you make, Catherine, what's the one thing you really enjoy making the most? Like, if you could only make one thing forever, what would it be?
Oh, golly, no, Joe, that is not a nice question.
Sorry.
Oh, I honestly couldn't say. I do go through phases a little bit. You get to a point where you think, no, I don't fancy folding any more books. My fingers are getting a bit dry, so I'll thread some wrinkles on some ribbon and make a bracelet or Christmas wreath.
What I really love about your crafting, Catherine, is you're sort of an all-round crafter, which I love. You sew, you do a bit of jewellery making, book folding, paper crafting. Oh, that's gorgeous. What's that?
It's made from can ring pulls.
Oh my word, Debbie, have you seen this? It's made from the ring pulls, the top of cans, pop cans. Debbie, you could make hundreds of these with your Pepsi Max addiction.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Bracelet made out of them.
Where did you first see that and learn to do that, Catherine?
It all harks back to my son's wife's sister helping out at Can America one year, and she was taught to make something a little semblant of a bookmark, and I've just taken it on from there. But the nice thing about these is that you can fold them flat.
Oh wow, they
and
move.
Then if you attach a ribbon, people hang them under Christmas trees.
That is amazing, Catherine. That really is. You are obviously a very, very talented crafter, Catherine. It's been such a pleasure.
Fiddler.
It's been such a pleasure to have you join us as our craft ambassador on Monday Makers. Hasn't it been lovely having Catherine with us, Debbie?
It has. I was just going to say, Catherine, have you left all your details with producer Georgina? Because I have been clearing my craft room and I found a couple of little bits that I haven't touched that I think you would love to have to help with your charity work, because can I just say, it really touched me to learn how much you actually raise for charity when you've been through something so difficult yourself. I just think it's absolutely lovely. So if you leave your details...
I owed a debt.
Oh, bless you.
Debt because
leave your
still
details with our
Debbie.
producer Georgina and I'll bag a few bits up for you and send them to you
So
that you can
thank
use it in
you.
your charity makes.
Thank you.
Oh, so
Thank
lovely.
you for having me. I've had a lovely time. I really have. I love the programme and it's been great to be with you.
Such a
really
pleasure.
Has.
The pleasure has been all ours, Catherine. It really has. I really hope we get to speak together again soon. Enjoy the rest of your
Hope
evening.
So. Fingers crossed.
Yes, I hope so too. Take care. Have a lovely evening.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, so lovely. Lots and lots of lots and lots of love for Catherine, all of her incredible mates. Sarah Neville says she's so talented, she really is. And Catherine definitely belongs on the nice list. She is definitely a nice list crafter, no doubt about that. Lots of you loving this show as well. Very busy still on those layering stamps, so make sure you get your hands on those. Have we still got that Monday mega deal in stock, Georgina? How are we doing on that? Oh, double-sided dies is where we're going. I'll remind you first of the I'll remind you first about the Monday mega deal. She's too busy having a gas with Catherine. That's what's going on. Here we go. So you've got your Monday mega deal here. It's your 8x8 stamping platform. It's very, very low in stock now. If you want to get it, please be quick. If you're watching this show back after it's aired, absolutely make sure you check the website for the latest stock situation, because what you're going to get is you're going to get the white stamping card totally free of charge there as well. It's A4 size, 60 sheets, 300 GSM there on those. Right, words is where we're going. Where we're going next. We'll cut that. We'll cut that bit out afterwards, Georgina. I don't know why. Something tells me we're not going to get a BAFTA for this, Debbie. We are nominated for 11 different awards, I'll have you know, in the Crafts Beautiful
Joe,
Awards.
how exciting. I got so excited. I think I was like a, proud mum moment, and I know he's like my brother. Is it a brother from another mother? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly, when I saw Craig's name come up, I had a few tears because he worked so hard. It was so lovely to see him on there. But do you know what got me so excited more was seeing Crafters TV up there, seeing our craft along up there, our craftaganza, honestly, and then of course Sarah and Leanne and all the rest of the things. I just think it's amazing. Get your votes in, because it's just incredible. And as a team effort, we were all genuinely touched, weren't we, when we saw how many awards we were actually up for. So,
absolutely.
Yeah,
and
absolutely
I think
fabulous.
Best Shopping Channel, it's like best film at the Oscars, isn't it?
Yes.
That's what it's like. And best male and best female is like best actor, best actress. So we're nominated in 11 categories, which I think, Debbie, I'm not sure, I need to double check. I think we might have more nominations than anyone else. 11 is a lot. 11 is a lot. So best TV shopping channel, best crane store. We don't sell cranes. Best chain store. We don't sell chains either, but that's a whole different thing. We've also best brand. We are nominated for best customer service, best die cutting range, best gadget or machine, male craft personality and female craft personalities of the year for Craig and Sarah, designer of the year as well there for Leanne Chivers, ultimate craft holiday, and best workshop or online craft. You can vote for us right now by going to craftawards.com. Craftawards.com. There was some confusion over whether US viewers can vote or not. If you go over to the Crafts Beautiful Facebook page, I believe it won't let you vote in the US on that website. You can vote over on the Crafts Beautiful Facebook page. It's the Best of Craft Awards 2021. You've got until the 24th of September. I wonder how soon afterwards they're announced.
Oh, it's so exciting, isn't it? Oh. It's so exciting. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, we get quite a few. And especially one for one particular young man too.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I want to go back to the word dies. I want to just quickly recap. How are we doing stock-wise here, Georgina? 80% now of these have gone. Very, very busy in this show. Remember what you're going to get in here then. You're going to get Christmas, and then you've got the ability to curate your own sentiments. You've got things like Merry, from our home to yours, the Magic of, Never Ends, all of those are there. So you've got Christmas, you've got Noel, you've also got Mary, you've got Jolly, Snow, and Joy. Noel and Mary.
Oh, I were like, what? Mary and I were like, what?
Imagine if you've got someone you know in your life imagine if you know someone called Noel. So many lovely Christmas things you could send them for their birthday. I also need to go back to the double-sided dies. They're here, right in front of me. It's working with you, Debbie. It's rubbing off on me, honestly. Let me take you through what you're going to get here. So these are incredible. I love the size of these. They're double-sided and they're an edgeable, so it means you can do all your different edgeable techniques with them. You've got your snowflake in there, which is beautiful. You've also got the trio of trees there, adding all of that beautiful edge detail. This one here is your delightful decorations. I want to call it beautiful baubles, but that's not what it's called. This one here is your Bethlehem skyline. You've then got your lovely string of lights there, and also dashing through the snow. Absolutely gorgeous. £30.40 or $40 to get your hands on these. I think this at this price, Debbie, we're saving more than you're spending here. Maybe this will be people's first foray into double-sided dies. At this price, I think it's definitely worth giving them a go, isn't it? Even if you need to buy those plates, which are on the show, I'll give you the details for those after Debbie's demonstration.
Yeah, and again, it's that simplicity of these dies. And people have said to me, but I don't like the idea of cutting through like at the same time. But why? Why would you not? It makes things so much easier, and that's what I love about it. And the only difference being is that you do need those plates, because this has been literally tested with an inch of its life to make sure that it can withstand pressure with the double-sided technology. So you die cut on one side, you die cut on the other, and that is why you definitely need those plates. If you were to just use your ordinary plates without that technology of those super strength plates, you could potentially damage the plates that you've got, because you're die cutting on both sides in that one pass of the machine. So invest in them once is all I'm going to say, because let me tell you, you probably wouldn't need to replace these at all, because they're absolutely super strong, super tough. They stay very, very nice and, you know, like straight as well, literally, because they stand in that pressure. You can hear the difference between that plate to this plate. There's a different sound. It's because these have been purposely designed to work with metal dies that cut through. So I am going to show you how to create a card, a very simple card. So I've used some cream cardstock this time, Joe. I've already put myself a little mark in, because I know that this per side of the die is the bit that's the less decorative part. And this part of the die, you can see it straight away upside down, and you'll be wondering, well, what's that bit for? Nothing. It's the design of the die. This one cuts out. What are you laughing at?
What? You might be wondering to yourself, what's that for? Now. For nothing. It made me laugh just the way you're trying to phrase it. It was exactly correct, Debbie.
Yeah,
it just made me chuckle. You did.
Bless you. That's the bit that's going to cut out the decorative part as well. So again, I'm just going to bring in my piece of cardstock. Because I'm going to be using my Gemini Junior plates, I'm actually just going to open that up.
Is that two bits of cardstock stuck together, Debbie?
No, it's one piece.
Oh, okay.
And it's one piece that measures, well, it's actually 12 inches. I used A3 cardstock. Awesome. It's 12 inches by 5 inches.
Perfect.
And then I've scored it down the centre at 6 there. So I've got a nice design that will fit this Christmas tree beautifully on there. So going back to that, Joe, I am going to line it up, and I'm just going to make sure I've got it the right way around, because it is an upside down die. You've got to think about this. And I'm going to place it onto the edge. Now, if you look at the die itself, this is where the edge starts all the way down and then stops, and this bit stays connected into the cardstock. So when I'm popping it on, I know that if I place it there on my line, I'll be totally fine. And this waste piece, I'm going to use low-tack tape to hold it into place. And then I'm going to use some gold cardstock on the other side as well. So let's bring in that in. Let me make sure I've got it on my lines perfectly. I don't want a wonky Christmas tree. No
one wants a wonky Christmas tree.
Nobody wants a wonky Christmas tree.
Honestly, Craig is like, he's the Piers Morgan of Christmas trees, isn't he? He's very opinionated when it comes to Christmas trees.
Yeah, totally. He loves
very,
Christmas
very
trees.
opinionated. He could be, so if you had a wonky Christmas tree, Craig wouldn't be allowed to. He had some very, more Simon Cowell of Christmas trees. Thanks to Adam.
Yeah.
He said that he had some very choice words to say about your Christmas tree, didn't he, Debbie? Almost called a riff. He had something to say about like the Christmas fibre optic Christmas trees. Do you remember?
Didn't like them.
Nearly caused a fallout.
No,
didn't
I know. But he has got some gorgeous trees, hasn't he? Big, beautiful trees, and he has them all over his house. Everywhere.
I know, they're everywhere.
Bottom at stairs, top at stairs. I swear to God, he'd have one in the bathroom if he could, because he has them absolutely everywhere. He loves Christmas. The boy loves Christmas. Right, let's go back to my Christmas trees and my non-wonky Christmas tree. Now, I've got it facing down onto one of the plates, so you can see that bit's there. Now, I've got my gold cardstock from the luxury mirror pack again. And you'll find these on the website, even if they're not on the show, you'll find them there. And I'm using the high shine mirror for this. What I'm going to do is, because I know that that's going to cut out, I want it to cut into that. So I'm simply going to turn it over and pop it onto the top. And I'm going to hold that down, Joe, with some low tack tape as well. So let me just bring in a piece of low tack tape. We're going to run that over there, making sure, let me just pop one piece there. In fact, I'll pop it on top. There we go, not going to move now. And then we're going to bring in that other double-sided cutting plate that sits onto the top. That is that part of the sandwich done. And then literally, your 2 clear cutting plates, one underneath, one on the top. And it's as simple as that. And this time, because I haven't got any adhesive sheets on there, I know I'm okay just to use that without the metal shim. So I'm going to run that through, Joe. So I'm going to place that through the Gemini, let the Gemini do all the hard work for you. And then when we bring this out, you'll see how it cuts. And again, it makes life so much easier. So when I bring this out, Joe, and it's a bit like a two for this, because when you take this out, and I'm just going to remove out my little piece. Let me just go all the way around so you can see. It's a little bit like a 2 for the price of 1 because you've got some extra bits that you could use, the little bits of waste. So I'm just going to make sure, and at this part here I am taking my time with because it's the delicate part. So let me just move that for a time being. And I'm just going to grab my poker tool. Come on, get your poker tool. Let's get rid of those waste bits because we don't want those pieces. And I'll do the same with this one. There we go.
Oh, not long now. Less than half an hour till we get another name. Name number 4 up on Sarah's nice list. And I'll be rummaging into my stocking, Debbie, because someone's going to be winning at least £75 or $75 worth of goodies. Will it be a bauble? Will it be a cracker? Who knows? We'll find out at the end of this show, and we'll find out who has won. Oh, imagine being on Sarah's nice list.
I want to be on Sarah's nice list.
You're not allowed.
Are we not allowed?
No, because you work here. Craig tried to get himself up there. Did you not see the videos on social media?
Yes, I have.
John came in, he was not happy.
Monkey. No, John would have been a bit cross with them,
He
but
was?
the boys were being a bit naughty, weren't they?
They were indeed.
They were being a bit naughty.
Mischievous little elves. They were being.
Now, when you've poked all these little bits, can I just tell you as well, when you've done all the poking of this, you've got all those lovely stars. I would be
Nice.
using
Oh, I didn't
those
realise
as
they were
well.
stars.
Yeah, you were, and literally you've got stars, you've got some circular bits, make nice little shake elements to your card. And again, I'm just going to literally just take my time poking all these pieces out.
Awesome.
Got any more comments or anything,
Yeah,
Joe?
I've got loads of people chatting away. Tracy says, Patricia says, the makes have been out of this world. There you are.
The what
Sorry?
is?
The makes have been out of this world.
Oh,
Your makes,
that's
Debbie.
really sweet.
I know.
Thank you.
Patricia says, that was what Patricia said. Trace says, CC truly deserves all the nominations. Gilmore hopes CC wins all the categories they are nominated in. Crafty Becky says, CC deserves all the awards. Susie T says, so well deserves. Really excited that the new Craft Along show is nominated as well. That is very exciting. Diana says, this is my first try on the double-sided dies. I've ordered the ornament bauble die. Well, let me know how you get on, Diana. I'd be really intrigued to know how you find it. Do you know what? C. Turner says something that I was meant to tell you earlier when we started the show and forgot.
What's
Your
that?
nails look gorgeous.
Oh, my nails?
They are beautiful.
Oh, yes, I've had some additions, haven't I?
You
Since those
have.
last year, yeah. Because
know.
my little short stubby nails just
Did
weren't
you
doing
not?
it for
Weren't
me.
doing it for you,
I had
okay.
to get rid and put me back. I went back and had my big nails on. I did.
Oh, they look lovely, Debbie.
Thank you.
Beth says, I love the double-sided dies, use the flowers a lot. Mandy saying, I love double-sided dies. They make everything so easy. They give you double the detail in the one pass, so why wouldn't you go for them? Because it means you do half the amount of work and you get the most fabulous projects as well at the end.
Absolutely, and you can see I've got my Christmas trees ready, and I'm purposely doing this in stages because I want you to see what I've done. It's actually cut out onto the front of my card, so you can see I've got my Christmas tree there, but I just want to give it a more of a realistic Christmas tree look. So I've used our water reactive ink pad. I've gone for green topaz this time, Joe. Normally I go for like grasshopper and the pine tree, but I felt like a change, Joe. So I've gone in with my green topaz, and I'm just using my scrap end of my card so it's not going underneath the other side.
Okey-doke.
I want to keep it nice and clean, so I'm just going to go in and ink all of this up, Joe. Sorry there.
That's all right. You caught me.
I just saw you taking a big swig.
Caught me mid-swig. I was just having a little swig of water out my sippy cup there.
I did. I thought you'd fallen asleep, to be honest, and I thought I'll just check.
Yeah.
I thought I'll just check, and I saw you mid-swig.
Literally. Swig is a colloquialism for having a drink, basically a sip, as we might call it.
A sip
Pam
of water.
Montenegro says, "Shake that stocking more, Joe. Mix it up real good." I'm going to give it an extra shake just for you, Pam. There you go. It's all the way down. Oh, there's all sorts.
Am I allowed to put it out your bag?
Sorry?
Am I allowed to put it out your bag?
I guess so, if you want to.
Can I have a rummage and can I pick out the winning ball?
Yeah, all right.
Hey, oh,
So
Joe,
you've got
made me
crackers,
nice.
you can either put your hand on a cracker or a bauble. It's completely up to you. And you'll feel the baubles. The baubles have kind of gone towards a bit more towards the bottom. But you know,
I'll have a
deep
good rummage. Let me tell you, I'll get my hand deep down in there. I will. I'll have a good old. Is there lots of? Oh, I get it. There's numbers on there.
Numbers on the baubles.
I was thinking, how do you know all the people's names? Deary me.
Yes, and numbers in there. Right.
Now I've worked it out.
I'll let you have a rummage in the stocking and find and pull out the cracker or the bauble.
I'm so excited. Now I've got small things please me, Joe. Small things please me.
Those crackers are quite big. Marshy says, great demos as usual. Jeanette says, thank you both for such a lovely show. Well, it's not over yet, Marshy. Still got 26 minutes left.
Now, excuse me, I've literally inked up my green tree, and
Lovely.
because I put my scrap piece of paper, I haven't gone messy over there. So it's just out using that waste part here. I thought I'll make use of that. I've actually popped another one on, but I've already ran it through my Xyron.
Nice.
So I've got my nice sticky back. But could you be using your, you could be using your little Gloria with your fine tip applicator, or you could be using dotty tape pen. Dotty tape pen as well. But what this does, Joe, is it actually fits just neatly over each of those branches, and I absolutely adore this Christmas tree one. The Trio of Trees it's called. It's one of my favourites. I love it. And when you line it up, look how gorgeous that looks. Oh, what's happening here? Hang on a minute.
Well, I think,
so warm in here today, Joe. I'm having
is it your ink's going to stop it sticking?
No, because it's dry. Yeah, it's dried off.
Already?
No, it's fine. It'll be all right. And I will. Once I've got it stuck down, I'll give it a nice little burnish. But I might have to go over with my dotted tape pen after all, because it's very, very warm today, isn't it?
In here.
And I think it's lost its bit of stickiness, to be fair.
Still 21 degrees at 8:30 at night, Debbie.
Is it?
It is still 21 degrees. Debbie you're a convert, aren't you, Debbie? You're a member of the club now, Debbie. Debbie's finally got herself a smartwatch. She texted me earlier in the week to tell me how had she ever lasted this long on this mortal coil without one?
Yeah,
Debbie's got herself a smartwatch because she's in the gang.
I've joined the gang. I'm starting. I need to close my rings and things like that. People will understand what I mean by that exercise.
Yes, so your move
movement.
ring, your stand ring, your exercise ring.
Going
we'll be out power walking between shows, you know, getting our rings closed.
And that's exactly what I did. Well, this weekend I went for little walks to close my rings. That's exactly what I did. I went a little. Actually, I should have been careful though, because it was in the middle of heat wave. Oh, it nearly killed me. I was puffing and panting like a little old man. Honest to God. If you'd have seen me, Joe, but I closed my ring. I did it. I did it, honestly, and I feel so much better for it, let me just tell you. Will you behave yourself, young man? Now, coming back to me Christmas trees, me trio of trees. Look how gorgeous that looks. And if I just lift it up for a second, because do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make it pop a little bit more, because I'm going to add some. Now, you might recognise this one. Oh, actually, I can't remember where I got it from.
Debbie, sorry, I'm
one of my Christmas pads from last year.
Santa's Kitchen. Traditional Christmas. Vintage Christmas. There we go.
There we go. I got there in the end. But yes, Joe, I absolutely love having my new addition on my wrist there.
It's fabulous, isn't it?
Fabulous, it is.
Do you? I mean, when you pay for stuff with it, I feel like a Jedi. I don't know about you, Debbie.
Oh, I did it the other day.
Yeah. Oh.
I just slapped it in front of, like that. Ping, boop, ping, boop, ping, to pay for it. Yeah, absolutely fabulous.
Love it.
Oh, I love modern technology.
It's amazing, isn't it? And
It's
talking
amazing.
of modern technology, brand new technology, things you won't have seen before ever being launched tomorrow. Well, not just a new dye launch, but new dye technology launching tomorrow, which is absolutely awesome. So make sure it's called Intralace.
Oh, I've spelt it wrong.
What have you spelt it?
I've put intralace.
Intralace. Intralace, I think.
Intralace.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like the idea.
I know. Well, you wait till you
Fabulous.
see the finished things that have been made, the finished samples. Oh my word, they are gorgeous.
Aren't they just? Now, Joe, I've got my trio of trees, got my cardstock on there. I'm going to add a little ribbon on in a moment, but it's missing something. Guess what it's missing? Some sentiments. And I thought, you know what, my spare Christmas I'm going to use, because I think that'll look absolutely lovely on there, but it just needs the Merry to go with it, Joe. So, as if by magic, let's run this through my platform. Honestly, these sentiments, can I just tell you, are so useful. They're going to come in so handy with your Christmas makes that I just can't help myself. I'm going to do it again, Joe. So let's run through, and this time I've actually die cut first, then I'm going to stamp into it. But it's entirely up to you how you do it, but it's just to show you that you can use them in two different ways. So when I pop that, just let's move my double-sided plates for a second. So let's put that one there. Oh, there we go. And then we're going to bring in, oh look, just how lovely this is. So I'm going to use my stamp now, and I'm going to use me Chinese red again,
Opaque?
pigment, thank you. Oh,
Wonderful.
Pigment, yeah.
Are you going to use the Monday Mega Deal as well?
Well, I was actually going to use a smaller one because I'm just going to go straight in. So
use a smaller one. Well, let me tell you though about the
use-
Monday Mega Deal, because I need to let you know it's limited stock. Limited stock means less than 10% of the starting stock is now remaining. So what I need to urge you to do, if it's in your basket, remember you're buying the stamping platform, you're getting the white stamping card free of charge. If it's in your basket, you need to check it out, because you are going to miss out very, very soon. I can see that going before the end of the show. So please be quick if you want to get your hands on that.
Now I'm going to do a Debbie. I'm going to use a bit of a. Let's put a little bit of the spray, the repositional spray to hold, because this is only a little die cut, and to get your magnets on there and use your stamp
You'd be in
would
the
be
way,
difficult.
would you? Yeah.
So for this one, I'm going to do a Debbie, and I'm going to use my
You mean Debbie Fisher?
Debbie Fisher, yeah.
You
Yes.
said you're going to do a Debbie, and Adam's like, you are Debbie, what are you on about?
Oh, sorry, yeah, a Debbie Fisher. Sorry, Adam, a Debbie Fisher, where she uses it to stick and position it down. It's not going to ruin it either. It's a repositional spray, and it does mean that I'll be able to peel that off as well. But it means I can line it up, and I'm going to use my Aero tool now to show you a different way. And I've lined it up over the die cut elements. Then I'm going to bring in my stamping platform.
There's less than 50 of these words to go round, by the way, Debbie, so people do need to be quick for these if they want them. They are going very, very fast now as we come towards the end of the show. A lot of people getting themselves checked out now.
Right, yes, so obviously I don't need to miss out, because honestly, these sentiments are just incredible.
They are nice,
absolutely
aren't they?
incredible. And then again, all I'm going to do now, I'm just going to make sure I'm lined up nice and neatly, because I think I've got a wonky leg. Let me see if I can put that. There we go. Yeah, there we are. There we go. Pop that down. And again, just literally give it a nice stamp all over. And if you do miss, don't worry. However,
Nice.
that's a nice clean
Really lovely
stamp.
coverage.
I'm just going to lift it off with me. Just take your time when you're lifting it off for the repositional spray. Let's bring that up for a second. I'm going to bring back in, what did I do with my card? There it is. Let me bring back in my, uh-oh. What have you done
What's
with it,
happened?
Debbie? Me clear, oh, it's here. Me clear embossing powder. Thank you very much, producer Georgina. Me clear embossing powder, because we're going to give this another little tickle with the
Heat tool.
heat tool. Thank you very much. Words have failed me. See, brain fog, it
It's like a
happens
game
to
of
us all.
blankety blank. Snatch is like a game. It's like the snatch game tonight, Debbie, in here.
It's what,
The
Dave?
snatch game.
The what
The
game?
snatch game.
Snatch?
Yeah.
Snatch?
The snatch game.
What are you talking about?
Snatch game. That's what we call blankety blank. In the US, they call it snatch game.
Do they?
Yeah.
What a strange thing to call it.
Is it? I think
gonna
it's
have to
because
explain
isn't
it
it
to me
because
afterwards.
it's because you snatch the round, isn't it? If you get, if they say it wrong and then you say it right, you snatch the round. I think Debbie's mind had gone elsewhere, I think it's fair to say.
Because it doesn't mean that over here.
No, I
It doesn't
know.
mean that over here at all. Right, I'm just heat setting that now. I don't like that way. I might have to use that phrase though. Now then, when I've got now my Merry and my Christmas. Oh, where's my ribbon gone, Joe? I've lost my ribbon. There it is. I knew I had it already. Why have you tied it before, Debbie? What on earth is wrong with you, girl? Oh, honestly. Sometimes I wonder where my little brain goes. I've tied it before I've actually put it on the card.
Oh, no, what
a
you like.
numpty. Wonder if I can squeeze it on. Let me see if I can squeeze that on there. I might be able to actually, Joe. Let
Do
me
you
just
know what,
push.
Debbie? You could just cut it and then glue it, couldn't you?
Oh, Joe, of course I could.
Cut
Dear
the end that's
me.
not cut it where it's not tied, and then just
Oh.
glue it at the back, and then
Joe,
you'll
I
have the
love
bow
you.
ready done to go.
See, I love you, and that's the reason
I don't
why
know where
I work with you.
from. I don't know where these ideas come from sometimes, Debbie. I've no
Oh,
idea.
thank God you're here. That's all I'm going to say. Honestly, because I'm thinking, why have you tied it before you've put it on? I mean, seriously, I sometimes wonder about myself.
Now, I worried we might have done a wrong one here, because all the Americans saying they've not heard of snatch game. It's definitely, that's what it's definitely called. In the UK, it's called blankety blanks. In the US, it's called snatch game.
Are you sure, Joe?
Yes. That is what it's called.
I'm going to believe you, I think.
Well, what do you guys know it as? Debbie was working on Crafters TV, and she got all the way to work before she realised she wasn't wearing her blank or blanks. And then you fill in the word. What's that game show called where you're from? Do let me know.
Have you seen me Christmas, Joe? I've lost me Christmas. Hang on a minute. It's all going pear-shaped towards the end. It was there in front of me a second ago, and now I've lost it. Oh, I found it. It's on the floor. It's on the floor, Joe. And I found my little waste Christmas tree that I said, don't throw away your waste. Where am I? Here I am. Oh, God, you'll have to excuse me. Look, my little waste, you could be using that too. Bet, let's pop this on. So I'm going to pop down, and I'm not going to use my chunky
I think I
this
might
time.
have got it wrong, Debbie.
I think you've got it wrong.
I think I might have got it wrong. I was under the illusion that that is what it was called. Match game. That's what it's called.
Joe!
Do you know why? I'm going to have to come clean here. Do you know why I think it's called that? Because... Okay, I'm very embarrassed. It's called match game.
Trust you, just trust you. Always rely on you to get it wrong there. I'm thinking, good grief, I've never heard of anything like it. Never heard anything like it. Woo, Joe.
Gosh, Debbie, my iPad's crashed. I genuinely thought it was called that because you snatch the round from the other person if they get it wrong and you get it right. Genuinely, I thought it was called. Apparently, it's called match game.
Oh my God. Oh, Joe.
I just thought it was one of those things that, some things don't translate. I thought it was just one of those things that meant something else.
Oh my God, Joe, just trust you. Honest to God. You
That's even by my standards. Oh, right, do you want to get
there
ready
you
for
go,
that's
Joe.
beautiful.
There's my trio of trees with me waste tree and my Merry Christmas. There you go. Last Phew. Let's just quickly move on. Shall I get
you
my
get
things
ready
all
for
lined
the
up?
demo of the show. Oh gosh, we've got to get demo of the show done and demo of the day, and we've got to get someone on Sarah's nice list as well. Right, let me move on for you. These are the double-sided dies. I can't believe I did that. These are, of course, in here you're going to get the snowflake. You're also going to get the trees in here. You've also then got, of course, the baubles. You've then got as well your Bethlehem skyline. You've got your trio of lights here, string of lights even, sorry. And you've also got your dashing through the snow in there as well. £38 or $50 if you want to grab those. We also, of course, have the double-sided plates, which we will need if you want to use these in your die cutting machine. So you can go for the larger size if you want to go for that, $15.99 or $19.69. And then what you've got is the junior one as well, $10.39 or $13.56 if you want to go for those. Right, demo of the show then, Debbie. We're up against it. It's going to be a super speedy demo of the show and demo of the day today, Debbie.
I can't remember what I've done, Joe. Hang on a minute. I'll get there. Right, I'm done. Trying to find everything, because Joe knows what I'm like. I'm a tad messy. Sorry, I come in today so clean, so tidy, but I'm a little bit messier than that. First things first, number one is where we started with the Christmas word, and that was our first one, so with my little jingly bell. There we go, number one. Nice. Number two was our double-sided dies with another word, Joe, and we've used the merry this time, so that's number two with the double-sided there, a little stepper card. Number three was my Christmas bells. Wait a minute, Christmas baubles. Yep. Wait a minute, yes they are. Christmas
one of them's a bell and two of them are baubles.
Thank you very much, Joe.
You've got a bell and a couple of baubles on there.
Thank you.
What number was that?
That's number three.
Awesome.
And then number five, I've only done four. I felt I'd done more. Number four is the last one with my little Mary, me Christmas, and me trio of trees with me waist. Number four.
Beautiful. 1, 2, 3 or 4. You've got 3 minutes to vote. We're going to do a super speedy vote tonight. Crafters TV if you're over on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you're across on YouTube. Now, I want to take you back through my pick of the show. I think these are awesome, especially if you want to be doing quick makes, because you're not going to have to colour these. You're going to layer these stamps up, which is fantastic. So in here, you've got the 4 different stamps for you. You've got the sentiment in here as well. I'm going to whiz through these because I know Debbie wants to try and squeeze another demo in before the end of the show. So we've got the trees there. You've got the reason for the season in here. This one here is your festive flurry. You've then got the decorative garland. This one here is your beautiful baubles. You've got festive foliage and also the festive wreath in there as well. 41.60 or 55.20 for Club Inspire Platinum members. Less than 10 minutes till we get name number 4 up on Sarah's nice list. I'm excited, Debbie. Are you?
Oh, absolutely, because I get to rummage around in your Christmas stocking. Can't wait.
You do.
I get to pull it out. Yay! Right, we're going. Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited. Do you think
you might want to move it?
Do you think Sarah's going to put me on a naughty list or a nice list after tonight? Whoops, I'm not so sure. Shh, she's in.
Right,
she's
demo of the show is the baubles, Debbie. The baubles. Give me your baubles.
Oh, my baubles, there you go.
Thank you very much.
Right, am I doing my demo?
Or should we get the card? Yes.
Oh, do you want me to rummage?
No, don't rummage yet.
Don't rummage yet. Right,
so,
not rummaging yet.
Card of the day. Which one would you like it to be? Would you like it to be number 1, Craig's window, or it's a window off tonight,
that's
or
nice.
2, Sarah's window.
Oh my God, that's gorgeous.
Or 3, Debbie's baubles. Let us know. 1, 2 or 3. Get voting. You've got about 3 minutes to get your votes in. Right, sorry about that, Debbie. Just wanted to get that done.
It's quite all right, Joe. It's quite all right. I'm going to move on to those gorgeous layering stamps, and I'm using the festive flurry. Festive flurry. And again, you've got all your dies on here as well. So you've got all your stamps layered up, and 1, 2 and 3. So again, you're going to use your hero tool, being the absolute perfect one for this. Actually, I think I'm going to move it to a bigger piece of cardstock just so I can show you, Joe. Let me go in a bit bigger. Let's bring in some, Oh, I tell you what, let me trim it down. There we go. Let's just quickly hack at my paper there. And then I'm going to hold it into place because I want to cover it all up. There we go. All 4 magnets holding my cardstock down into place. And then we're going to bring in those stamps. So I'm going to start with number 1. So number 1 is where we are going to use, remember that waist part of the stamp, and I'm going to use my cross there. This time I'm going to go with the top one. So Joe, I need you to remind me what I've done here because I'll know I'll end up missing it. So I'm using the top. There we are. Perfect. Right, so let's pop that. Yeah, there we go. Right, so I've got that one onto there, and it's now a case of choosing my colours, and I think I'm going to use, what colours shall I have here? Let's bring back in, because I've got all these. So let's bring in my fuchsia. I've got a bit of I think I might use my parakeet. In fact, let me just have a little quick fuchsia crust. I'm going to use fuchsia. Where's it gone? Fuchsia, crushed velvet, and parakeets. There we go. Let's move all those out of the way because I'll not use the others. So let's pop all those to one side, and we'll start with layer number fuchsia, number 1. So let's move that one, and we'll go in, and again, just give it a, uh-oh, Debbie, you dipstick. Hang on a minute. Guess what I've done?
I love it when you use that word.
Oh, I do it all the time. I am such a numpty sometimes. You know what I've done? I've stuck it on the wrong side of my platform. You silly old Billy Debbie. Well, just let me move me ink, otherwise I'm going to end up with very inky
I feel
fingers.
like, Debbie, you've been like peak Debbie tonight. I feel like we haven't had you for a little while. We've had all the Debbie that we've missed over the few weeks that you've not been here. We've sort of condensed it all, like, you know, like when you get those machines that squash the cars. Like we took this much Debbie, we got it all condensed in, and we got it all out in this show.
Yeah, have indeed.
It's made my week, it has.
Have you missed me?
I really, really have missed you, yes.
Bless your little heart. I have missed being here actually. It feels like an age since I
Great
was
to have you
last
back.
here. So it's lovely to be back, and now you've got me for 3 minutes. 3 minutes? 3 nights! I meant 3 nights, not 3 minutes.
Gosh.
I'm legging it out in 3 minutes. I'll let you do the rest of the show. Oh dear. Oh.
I'm afraid you've not been victorious in the demo of the day.
Oh, I'm not surprised. Can I just
demo
tell
of the
you?
day, no surprise, I don't
It's
think,
just
was
gorgeous.
Sarah's beautiful launch day shake. I don't know why I'm using my pen to highlight like a pointer. It's a beautiful pen.
It's just absolutely
It's a beautiful pen.
stunning, that.
Really
it
gorgeous,
really
isn't it,
is
Debbie?
beautiful.
Absolutely wonderful. Going up onto first card up for demo of the week, which will be decided on Sunday, which is awesome.
Are we still doing that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realise we were still doing it. Because I know you've got your naughty, no, not your naughty list, your nice
We're
list.
going to be on the naughty list. I'm going to be on the naughty list after that blankety blank issue this evening.
I think we'll both be
Honestly,
there, Joe.
there'll be a schedule change tomorrow. Joe and Debbie cannot work together for the rest of the week. It was carnage, is what it will say in the minutes after the show. Oh, gosh.
Right, number 2 is going to be my crushed velvet.
Are you going to have time to rummage in my stocking at this rate?
I will definitely have time. I can't wait. Like I said, I can't wait to bring wait a minute. I can't wait to go in Santa's sack. Is it Santa's sack?
No.
Stocking.
Sarah's stocking.
Santa's stocking, that's it. Santa's stocking. And I'm so excited, let me tell you. I can't wait, and I can't wait to see who's going to win.
I know.
Did you say £75 of the product?
Yeah, £75.
That's amazing.
I've actually
absolutely amazing.
I have got the name of the
Have you?
winner. Yes.
Oh, this is exciting, Joe.
We've only got 4 minutes left on the entire show, Debbie, just to let you know.
Right, so I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll speed the process up.
Okay.
Because if we've only got 4 minutes.
You've got a rummage and you've got a write as well.
I want to rubbish. You're going to add your third layer onto there, and then you're going to use your die. So you're going to pretend I've done it. Let me just pop that there. Talk about Blue Petery style. And the only third layer that I used was my parakeet. And then I actually used my die to cut that out as well. And I've added one of the sentiments, because guess what, Joe? You're getting these as well. And I added, it's the most wonderful time of the year.
Awesome.
So that is how you layer up your layering stamps. And then I thought, I've used the die again, and I've actually inked round the edges. And if you're wondering why I've missed the middle, it's because it's getting covered up. But but I used the die cut because what I'm creating is a little bit of a drop shadow.
Awesome.
I thought that'd look quite nice, Joe, so let me bring in my tape pen. Let's pop that down. Oh, it's been a good night. It has been a good night.
Tonight has been one of my favourite shows in ages. Don't tell the other two
bless
that.
you.
I'll get into all sorts of trouble. But yes, it has been a lot of fun tonight, Debbie, and a very, very busy show as well.
Now, can I tell you what I did here? I used the colours, got myself a little bit of an inky background. You might have seen us do this a few times. I've used the stamps on there. I'm going to pop that onto there, Joe. I'm then going to place it, because I'm like talking about speedy crafting now, literally inked a bit of edge round using my crushed velvet.
Nice.
I'm going to stick that onto there. And then, here presto, stick it onto the front of the card. Woohoo!
Oh, done! That was quick!
Yes, I thank you, I thank you.
Let's get rummaging.
Yeah!
Right, have a good old rummage, get right down in the bottom, Debbie.
I'm going in.
And then you can either choose, don't forget, maybe if you do it over by the list, Debbie, so we can see you.
Oh, right, okay.
And
Yep.
don't forget your pen.
got my pen.
And have a good old rummage, Debbie. Pull out a cracker or a bauble. Do you
I
want
have
a
to
cracker
close
or a
my
bauble? You can do. And then when you pull it out, the bauble or the cracker, it will tell you on there, on a little ticket, what you're getting.
I've got something in my hand and I'm going to use this one because that was the one that jumped in my hand and it's round, so it is a Christmas bauble.
Oh, and what does it say on your bauble?
Merry Christmas? Oh, wait a minute. Oh! Didn't tell me there were numbers on the back. I love this. This number's special to me because it was one of the dates that one of my kiddies were born.
Ooh.
This is number 19. Do I
Yeah.
read what it says underneath?
Yes.
as well? So it says assorted stamps, dies, and sparkle
Woo!
pens. Woo!
Right,
So
do you want to
number
find
19.
out? Should we find out who's going to win?
Yes, please.
It is Teresa D'Amico.
Is that Teresa with an H over the E?
T-H, yeah.
T-H.
E-R-E-S-A.
Teresa.
D'Amico. Big D.
D.
Apostrophe.
Oops. I might
No,
have gone wrong.
apostrophe, then an A.
Oh, there we go. Actually, I
M-I-C-O.
recognise this lovely little
M-I-C-O.
name.
And then the number of whatever it is on there as well, Debbie. So number
19.
19. Yay! Amazing. Congratulations, Teresa. You need to email us, please. studio@crafters. No, don't email me there. prizes@crafterscompanion.com is where you need to send your emails into. I hope they let us work together again tomorrow night, Debbie, because we've got a fabulous launch party, haven't we?
I am so... Oh, sorry, I've disappeared. You didn't tell me I had to stay over there. And I am so excited for launch party. So yes, if you have enjoyed tonight, then come back and join us at 7 p.m. tomorrow, where we have lots of goodies for you.
Absolutely. Don't forget, join me tomorrow, midday in the UK, 7 a.m. East Coast, time for Wake Up Call. Don't forget to check out your baskets. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.